Hello, my friends, my radiant, beautiful friends. Welcome to day two. Day two is all about nourishing with presence. I hope day one was awesome. We kind of got familiar with ourselves if you hadn't already. We went inwards. We really just connected with our reasons why we're doing this. I hope you had a beautiful day one. Let me get over to day two in our journal. Skipped right past it. So today we are nourishing with presence. We want to think of the things that we're doing today as acts of love. So whether it's yoga, our movement, or whatever, like a walk, something that's an act of love. Whether that's the food we put in our body, like we're using it to, one, fuel us, but two, also nourish us. So that's an act of self-love. We want to make sure we're drinking water. That's an act of self-love. Anything that is in a way of like taking care of yourself is an act of self-love and nourishing, I believe, with being present in that moment, in that situation. Do it mindfully, Our mindful movement is going to be short. We got a couple poses to do. We're going to breathe with our poses. Again, just like always, you can turn this into a sequence that you do yourself. You can mix it up. Or whatever you want to do. And change the poses, adjust the poses. If you want to sit in one pose that you like in this sequence, then do that. Make it your own. These are merely just suggestions for you. I don't have, it's not like any stickler rules or anything, so make it your own. Our poses we're going to do looks like mountain pose, forward fold, crescent lunge, standing twist, tree pose, and then a Savasana. So we're going to get started with some breath first. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to think, how do I want to structure things? Alright, cool. We'll figure it out along the way, right? So, we are closing our eyes. We're becoming present. We are getting into our bodies, into our mind, into our inner selves. Don't be afraid to let your breath be audible. Just breathe normal. It doesn't matter who can hear you or who can't, or whatever it sounds like. We're breathing in through our nose, filling up our belly. And we're exhaling deeply with control. And again, filling up with our nose, filling up our belly into a big balloon. And then letting it go, releasing everything, hollowing out the middle. Really bringing it in. One more time, inhale really big, fill everything up. And then slowly let that breath out, push it out. And then just return to a regular breathing pattern. Just be with yourself for a moment, maybe check in with your body, maybe scan from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Take a moment and find an intention for our movement today. Maybe you're just starting your day and you want to take something with you that you can have with you throughout the rest of the day. With our theme being nourish with presence, you could do something like I am present. You could do something with I'm a warrior for my wellness. I love myself. I am loved. I am self-love. I am light. There are plenty of options, plenty of things. Find something that just resonates with you. Once you have it, repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then find a really big deep breath, biggest breath of the day. We're filling everything up, maybe all the way up to our chest, filling up our rib cage, our belly, our chest, our head. And then sigh it on out. Push that air out. We're going to start to wiggle, start to move, start to invite some sways of the hips, maybe rubbing on the knees, rubbing on the legs. Whatever you want, whatever feels good. Then circle sweep your arms all the way up. We're going to twist over to the right side. So right hand's coming behind, left hand is on right knee. Chest is proud, spine is tall, hips are rooted into the ground. We take a big deep breath, inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper, maybe look right past your shoulder. Twist, twist, twist. Don't collapse, keep your chest proud. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, twist it deeper. And then slowly start to make your way back to center. Once you get back to center, you can feel a little bit of that imbalance. Wiggle it out, shimmy it out. Circle sweep your arms all the way up. And we're twisting over to the left now. Left hand comes behind, right hand on left knee. And we're taking a big inhale, chest proud. Exhale, we're going to twist a little deeper. Maybe we're looking past the shoulder. Maybe just our eyes are looking further back. Inhale again, big deep breath. Exhale, go a little deeper with your twist. Slowly come on back to center. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Now we're going to roll onto our backs. We're going to roll onto our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. You can rock and roll side to side. You can rock and roll up and down the spine. Whatever little movements feel good. Maybe you want to draw circles on the ceiling. And then once you've kind of messed around a little bit, we're going to rock and roll up and down. And eventually we're going to make our way into a tabletop situation. I know tabletop is not on our list of sequences, but I just want to do a tabletop and a cat-cow. So drop the belly low, look up to the ceiling, taking a big deep breath. Exhale, we're rounding the spine, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, pressing the earth away. Then we're going to come up into a down dog. You can wiggle it out in your down dog if you like, or you can just step it right up for your forward fold. Coming into our forward fold. Oh, you can't see me now. Can you see me? Hi. Here, I'll keep it back here so you can see me all the way. Forward fold. In your forward fold, you have plenty of options. You can take your legs a little bit wider, making space for a belly if you have one, and then that allows for your hips to get into the right angle basically, and then you can get a little further in your forward fold. Maybe you take a moment and you kind of sway side to side. Maybe you want to grab on the ankles. Maybe you want to reach in between your legs. Wherever you are, take a big deep breath. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, take it back down. Then we'll circle sweep our arms up. We're rising up. I know you can't see me, but my arms are up in the air. We're saluting up, looking up into our hands, looking up into the sky. And then we're coming right back down to a forward fold. Lifting up halfway. You can stay in your forward fold longer, back to forward fold, and then we're just going to come to a mountain pose. So, mountain pose, you can't see me, but that's okay. Let's see if I can make it. No, okay, cool. So, mountain pose, we're standing up all the way. I want you to close your eyes. We're going to circle sweep our arms up just like we did before. We're saluting up with our hands, bringing the hands together, bringing the hands down into our heart. So we're just in prayer pose in heart. We're standing tall, our feet are grounded, our hands are in our heart center. We're connecting to ourself, we're connecting to our heart, we're connecting to our mind and our body, and we're connecting into the earth. Beautiful. Drop the hands, give yourself a little wiggle, a little shake. We're going to start into a tree pose, step into a crescent lunge, and then we'll go from there. So, wiggle it out. We're grounding in, so we're envisioning roots going in through our feet into the earth. We are stomping around like a 2-year-old. We are gripping our toes into the mat. Whatever little thing that you do to get yourself grounded. And then we're going to really ground into this left foot first. We're going to start to lift up this right heel. Hands can be at the sides, hands can be up, hands can be wherever you want. You can be on the hips. We're just lifting up that right heel slowly until maybe we're lifted all the way off the mat. Oh, maybe not. Lift it up on the mat. Sometimes you can kind of dip into your knee on this grounded foot and get a little deeper. We're going to kick this foot out. Oh, I'm wobbly today. We're going to kind of take it around the world. So we're taking it over to this side. Really try to keep your torso straight up and down and just try to bend into that back knee. And then we're going to take this behind us. You can go into like a full warrior 3 if you want, where you sprawl all the way out. Eventually you're just kind of making your way back, and then we're coming into a tree pose. You can cactus, you can kickstand, you can come up on the leg, you can go on the knee, you can go above the knee, but just be really gentle with the knees. Wherever you're at, you want to press everything together. So you're going to press the foot into the leg, you're going to press the leg into the foot. That's how you get a really active, a really strong tree. So think like a strong tree. I'm going to take a few breaths in our strong tree here. Awesome. And then mindfully, since we're grounded into this left leg, we are going to start lifting up this right leg again, right out in front of us. You can keep it bent, you can point it out either way. We're going to step it up into a crescent lunge. So step it all the way forward, boom. You're up in a crescent lunge. You can drop that knee down if that's more comfortable for you, or you can keep it high either way. You can come up on the hips, come hands to heart, or hands all the way up into the sky. Whatever feels good, whatever you want today. Keep those arms up in the sky, keep those arms up in the sky. Big deep breath, big. Then we're going to take, let's see, so wherever your hands are, we're going to take the left hand right out in front, so just pointing it right out in front. And then the right hand we're going to take back, so we're coming into a little twist in our lunge here. Holding it for a few breaths. And we're going to come back to center, and then we're going to step it back where we came into our tree pose. If you did your tree pose at the front of your mat, you can step to the front of your mat, I'm sorry. So, step it back. Or step it forward, whatever. Either way, we are grounding ourselves again, maybe wiggling it out. Maybe you want to do a little salute up, and then back to a forward fold, and then a little halfway lift, and then we're folding it again, and we're coming all the way back, up, And then we're coming back right here, right with us. We're right with our centers. We're envisioning the grounding stuff that we like. You choose whatever you like. Maybe choose a different one than what you did earlier. We're grounding into the right leg this time, so really ground into that right leg. You can even bend it if you want. Hands at hips or heart, wherever you like. And then we're slowly coming off this left heel. Left heel. Falling over. And then we're kicking that leg out in front of us, finding a little more balance. And then we're slowly taking it out to the side. Trying to keep our torso up and down. And then maybe we take it behind us and find an airplane. Maybe that's just not in our practice today, and that's okay. Just lift it as high as you can. And then we're coming right into our tree pose. We're kickstanding our little foot, or we're pressing into the leg. Either way, find that active, strong tree. Engage everything. Activate every leg muscle you have. And then find your breath. I'm so wobbly today. Beautiful. Now, we're going to set that down, find a little wiggle. And then we're going to be moving into our crescent lunge. So I did not cue this right last time, but if you're at the top of your mat, you're going to step back with whatever leg. I apologize. So, we grounded into the right leg, so we'll ground into the right leg again. Lift up this left leg up into the sky. Take a big deep breath. You can point it out if you want. You can take it back, either way. And then we're stepping either backwards or forwards, wherever you are on your mat. So we're into a crescent lunge. Into our crescent lunge, hands can be on the hips, hands can be at the heart, hands can be up in the sky. Whatever feels good for you, whatever fits you today. We're finding a breath. We're being mindful. And then we're going to take our right hand and point it right in front of us. Take our left hand right behind us. We're into a twist. Both arms are spread out wide. Torso is turned towards the left. We're holding, we're breathing, we're sturdy, we're strong. Come back to center, and then you'll either step it up to the top of the mat or step it back wherever you are. Oh, beautiful. Wiggle it out, shimmy it out. And then we'll slowly take our way back down to the mat. And you can find words are hard. You can find a seated meditation to finish out your practice, or you can find a Savasana. Depending on how long you practiced, if you kind of did your own thing. If you feel up for it, I would say go for a 10-minute Savasana. It really helps everything sink in from your practice. But if you can only manage a couple minutes, then do a couple minutes. So we're going to get comfy on our mats. And we will take our final Shavasana here. You can make this more comfy. You can add blankets or bolsters, whatever you like. If you would like to pause the video now, I will be making an exit, a goodbye. So go ahead and pause the video right now if you'd like to stay in your Shavasana a little bit longer. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe take a big old stretch like you're just waking up from your Shavasana. Find your breath again. Wherever you're at, go ahead and roll over to whichever side you like. Take a moment here on this side and find a big deep breath. Find a little moment of gratitude. Maybe set an intention for the rest of your time in your day or night, wherever you're headed. And then when you're done, you can go ahead and come on up to a seat. I'm so grateful to hold this space for you. I feel honored that you wanted to check out this challenge that I offer, and I look forward to going on this journey with you. My heart is filled with gratitude and love and everything in between. Thank you so much. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.